Welcome to the Heads Together podcast. I'm your host, Jill Mokes, and I'm very happy to have you with me again today. Thanks for tuning in. Makes this recording so worthwhile. I hope you're having a good start to the week. It's another Monday. I love a Monday. I used to really hate Mondays when I was in corporate. And that's the biggest difference, I think, when you have your own business, isn't it? It's like, you never get that sinking Monday morning feeling again. I love Mondays now. So what are we talking about this week? Okay, I want to talk about something that really is on my mind a lot at the moment because I'm seeing just this flood. It's been like this for the last couple of years, really, this flood of group programs and courses and all of the things which are claiming to have these very transformational effects on your business. And this is not to say that none of them do. I think there are some awesome programs out there. But the problem that I'm seeing is that it's almost like for coaches who still offer a one-to-one high-ticket coaching service, old-fashioned coaching, two people sitting and having a really intense conversation that is going to be incredibly thought-provoking and bring massive insight to the coachee. It almost feels like it's been going out of fashion or something. And it's this thing that I talk about a lot, which is where as business owners, we have to keep our priority the results that we get for our clients. Surely that's our entire reason for being in business, is to get great results for our clients. So in this episode, I just want to really talk about what the benefits are of one-to-one high ticket coaching. And if you're a coach who is desperately looking to leverage your time, and if you catch yourself saying, I just don't want to coach one-to-one, I just want you to listen into this, and it might bring a slightly different perspective that I hope will serve you well in your coaching practice. Okay, let's dive into the episode. Welcome to the Heads Together podcast. I'm Jill Mokes, and I am obsessed with cutting through the noise when it comes to growing your business. Each week, via intimate coaching conversations and inspirational stories, I share what it really takes to get the results you want in a way that feels right to you. I am all about attracting higher ticket opportunities, building authentic relationships, and creating the abundant, full-fat version of your dream business. I mean, how many of us have beavered away creating a light version of what we really want? The thing is, I honestly believe when you're outstanding at what you do, there is no limit to what you can achieve. So, are you ready to put our heads together and make it happen? Let's go. First of all, I am going to apologise because I have a bit of a croaky throat, but I shall do my best to overcome it for this episode. So, let's define what high-ticket coaching is, because high-ticket coaching doesn't have to be one-to-one. High-ticket coaching refers to the price point. But of course, the price point can only be determined by the value of the service you offer. That's what drives the price. It's either a high-value offer, which deserves a high-ticket price point, or it's a lower-value offer, which commands a lower price point. Pretty simple, right? But quite often people get confused with that. A very high ticket offer that doesn't deliver great value will not be successful, full stop. It simply won't. People are too smart, too savvy to let you get away with that. So that's a really important thing to remember. The other thing to remember is that you may be delivering a very high value service, but if you don't put a high ticket price point to it, like I've told you lots of times before, the perception to a prospective client is that that isn't going to be a high value offer. So we really need the alignment between high ticket, high value to work. Okay. When I talk about high ticket, as in a price point, I usually, in my head, and this perhaps has changed a bit, but in my head, it's around the £3,000, $3,000 mark. I think that's really where we're getting to okay, this is a serious investment and it needs to deliver a high value result for the client. Okay. The reason that one-to-one coaching is so powerful and deserves its high ticket price point is because it's completely personalized to the client. It's absolutely tailored to meet that client's unique needs. There's nothing generic about one-to-one coaching. Done right, the client is the one who drives the sessions anyway. It's a complete juxtaposition to a group style coaching, whereas the coach, you tend to set the agenda and the pace and the topics for each session. With one-to-one coaching, it's very much the client in the driving seat, tailored to that client's needs, whatever they need in that moment. It also means that you can build in a lot more accountability with one-to-one coaching. As a high ticket coach myself, I'm always making notes around clients' goals. What are they trying to achieve? And that's on a week by week basis. That's not as in a generic, what's your 5-year plan? This is what are you really setting out to achieve in the next 7 days that's going to move things forward for you in the direction of what you're trying to do. All right. And we just get that opportunity with one-to-one coaching to just go deep, to really create an incredible depth of conversation and understanding between yourself and your coachee. It means that with that level of understanding, of really getting it, really understanding that other person, and therefore being able to coach them very powerfully to get the results they want. It also means that quite often high ticket one-to-one coaching, the clients are going to get their results faster than they would outside of a one-to-one environment because it's a very intense focus on exactly what they need. So again, that's that very much that personalization part. But what I'm seeing at the moment is that there's quite often a fear for coaches around offering a high ticket one-to-one coaching service. And I think there's a couple of parts of it. It's almost threefold. 2 parts money mindset. So 2 parts their own money mindset, and then 1 part their own self-belief. So I think the money mindset parts are and we've talked about this a lot in previous episodes. So it's that fear of overcharging and it not being worth it. So it's the imposter syndrome that creeps in. Is coaching with me worth that? Or even worse, putting it equivalent to an hour of your time. Is an hour of my time worth that amount of money? I'm not going to go over it all now. So I'll link in the show notes to previous episodes where we've talked about money mindset, because this is a really big one. And I think the other part of that money mindset block is the fear of not getting enough clients because of that higher price point. Can I really attract clients at that level? And then I think the other fear is a genuine fear of not being able to deliver on the results you promise. What if my clients don't get the result they're looking for? But of course, as coaches, what you need to remember is we're not promising a result to a client. We are promising them high-level coaching. That's what we're promising them. We don't have any control over the implementation of what we coach our clients around. Their results ultimately are in their own hands, not ours. Our duty is to make sure that we have done everything in our power to make sure that we are a high-level coach, a talented, skillful coach who can give their clients all of the tools that they need to be able to get the results that they want. So that's our promise to the client. My promise to my clients is I will coach you really powerfully and put you in the best position you can possibly be in to go get those results for yourself. So that's a little bit of a reframe. We're not delivering the actual result. We're not delivering the weight loss. We're not delivering the business revenue. We're not delivering the beach body ready for summer. We're not doing that. What we are doing is delivering the motivation. We're delivering powerful coaching that gives them everything they need to go and get those results. So just think about that and process how with high level, high ticket one-to-one, we can keep our promise so much easier. We can dedicate all of our skills, all of the knowledge that we have, that we've built up over the years. We can use our skill around making a bespoke plan for a particular client. We can pick specialized areas that are unique to that client where the coaching is needed the most. I personally would be way more fearful around clients getting results in a group program or a course. Those are areas that for me, I think you need to spend way more time than a lot of people do spend in making sure that those offers live up to the promise of delivering high value. With one-to-one, I think it's much easier to deliver the very high value that you're promising. And also there are a lot of things that are within your own area of control, aren't there? You have it within your control to be the best coach you can be, to keep improving your coaching skills. You can make sure that you're really effectively communicating the value of what you do. All of those things are within your control. So the perceived advantages of these lower ticket offers, so courses and lower ticket group programs, I get it. I get why they feel more attractive because there's that perception of scalability. There are pros and cons of leveraged offers. For one thing, it's not passive income. Let's just get that really clear. There is no such thing as passive income. Anyone who's run a group program will know that there is nothing passive about it. There is passive income to be made from digital courses. But in the market that we're in at the moment, a course has to be pretty damn special to see good sales numbers. And it needs to have been created in the right way with the right amount of thought given to it. A mediocre course won't do well anymore in the market that we're operating in. And of course, the one thing that you have less opportunity for with leveraged offers, with group programs, etc., is that you have less opportunity to keep your clients on a more retainer basis. So I have clients who've been coaching with me for a few years. I've almost become part of their business. They certainly don't see coaching with me as an expense. It's absolutely an investment in growing their business. Yeah, so I think there is a few perceptions that maybe need looking at really with the group program / course arena. I think that coaches often feel like there's less pressure on them to perform in a group environment versus a one-to-one environment. So yes, there's the perception of scalability, but there's also a comfort that coaches feel in numbers. So a comfort in coaching a group rather than that very intense coaching that happens one-to-one. But you've got to remember that the high value is in that one-to-one experience. So what you might want to do is, even if you're creating a group program, I would much rather see you put the price up of the group program, but include in it some time with you one-to-one. Or if you have other coaches that work under your umbrella, get some one-to-one time built into that program, because that's when the clients are going to get the better results. Better results, better testimonials for you. Testimonials are what sell group programs. Simple as that. Courses and group programs are sold via testimonials. Those are the most important marketing assets. So you've got to be delivering the value. And we know that one-to-one attention, even if you're just bringing in maybe a goal setting call with you at the beginning of the program so that they get some one-to-one guidance with you on setting their goals for what's to come, right? There is this perception as well with coaches that if they put a low price tag onto their coaching offer, it's going to attract a larger audience. But I think what you've got to remember is that there is so much free information out there. So if you put a low price tag on your service, people start to think, particularly this is so true of courses and group programs really, a low price tag. People think, well, what's the difference between this and just doing it myself, learning what I need to learn via YouTube and Google, right? So straight away, that low ticket price tag is affecting the perception of the value of what you're offering. So what I want to talk about now really is the order of things, the order of play as I see it for a successful coaching practice. And many coaches coming into the arena now are getting a little seduced by the lower ticket courses. You know, they look at those things and they think, oh, well, that's easy now. It is easy now. There's, there's courses out there for everything, and you can do a course of how to create a course and have a course up and running in no time. But the problem is that isn't as easy as it used to be to make money from in your business, and it's doing it the wrong way round. That's the problem. If you start your practice in the knowledge that you offer a really high value service. So first thing you do, like we always say, make sure you are a great coach. Do all of the training you need to do all of the free coaching that you need to do to make sure that you are a fantastic coach who delivers a high value in coaching. The next thing is around developing that high ticket one-to-one offer. So that might look like, so in my business, I have 3 options. You can coach with me one-to-one for 3 months, 6 months, or 12 months. Very simple. So again, it's the easiest offer to put out there. It's the offer that is right for new coaches. That's what new coaches should be focusing on. They should be focusing on coaching people to a really high standard and getting fantastic testimonials, feedback from those clients. Because guess what? Once you do that, you're going to get referrals from those clients. They're going to refer more one-to-one clients to you. As you work through and get to the end of those initial coaching packages, you can then offer that client, if it's a good fit, if you've enjoyed coaching with them, if they've got great results working with you, then you can invite them to move to a retainer basis where they just pay you each month and it keeps going because you're adding so much value to them, to their business, their health, to their relationship, whatever way that you coach with them. Once you've really nailed that process of bringing on clients, coaching them to a really high standard, getting more referrals from them, and then inviting them onto a retainer basis, you already have a sustainable business model right there. Okay? And once you get to a certain capacity of one-to-one clients, so you can't really take on any more clients, that is your time. That is your time to bring in some leveraged offers, some lower priced offers that move down in the triangle, if you like, and you charge slightly less. You don't make any false promise that this is going to offer as transformational coaching as your one-to-one coaching does. You know, it's something different. It's different. Some people love the community aspect of a group program. So for some people, that would be the best environment for them. Don't get me wrong. They would see that as an advantage over one-to-one coaching, and that's their prerogative. It's important you get that one-to-one practice set up, really get to capacity on delivering a very high value, before you start introducing leveraged offers. And then you can start thinking about bringing in retreats and masterminds and group coaching programs. And it might be paid workshops. You might want to write a book. You might want to start speaking on stage. These are all ways of using your coaching skills to reach more people. But guess what? Because you've got a flourishing private practice, you have the budget now. You've got the money to invest in pulling together an amazing group program. You can hire a VA to help you with any of the tech bits. You can get an IT person to come and build out the tech parts for you. This is the correct order of play, in my opinion. And it's the stress-free order of play. If you have no budget to run ads, then honestly, a digital course is probably not right for you. You will find that there are loads of people out there who will tell you that you can absolutely have a 6-figure launch selling a digital course without running Facebook ads, just from organic marketing. I'm here to tell you that I don't believe that that is true. Unless you have a huge email list to sell it to, then I think you are going to need some ad spend to sell a course and have a significant launch with a course. So back to the point about investing in success. Once you have a flourishing high ticket one-to-one coaching practice, you have the money there. You've got the income to be able to do these other leveraged offers. And there's so much fun in bringing together a group. You know, I have my mastermind on the go at the moment, and I absolutely love the sessions I have with that mastermind. So what's the action I want you to take today? Well, first of all, going back to the problem I see with coaches charging a high ticket offer is around their money mindset. And you know that if you head to jillmokes.com, you can opt in for my free ebook around fixing your money mindset. I'll pop a link to that in the show notes as well. And do that. Do work through it. It's like a workbook. Do work through it, because honestly, I think that so many of us have brought these wonky money mindsets into our adulthood from our childhood, and they're really holding you back. If the thought of charging more than £3,000 or dollars for an offer is scary to you, then, you know, you really need to be fixing that. Right? And also, just remember that I always talk about how building any business is hard. So why wouldn't you build the business of your dreams, right? The big full fat version. It's a little bit like that with client acquisition too, right? Getting clients to say yes it's not easy. Neither should it be. We want to work with people who are discerning. We want to work with people who take the time to find the right person to work with. But if it isn't simple to just, you know, throw out a net and bring in a ton of clients, then don't we want to have it so that bringing on a new client really means something for us financially, so that we're not constantly having to be hard selling all of the time just to pay our bills? That doesn't sound like fun. I don't think that's why you train to be a coach. I think as a coach, we want to make sure that we are really delivering a huge, high value service so that we can charge enough to not have to work with a ton of people at one time, and to also be able to retain some time to build out those leveraged offers which come later. I hope that's been helpful. I hope that's been a little bit of a reframe as well on one-to-one coaching. And, you know, I just don't want you to buy into this bullying message that comes out all the time about how working one-to-one is so 2020s. I want you to really realize why you can charge so much more to offer one-to-one high-level personalized coaching, because it delivers the biggest value to the clients. And that focus on what works for my client, what will help my client the most, if you keep focusing on that, you just can't go wrong. Okay, good to talk to you. I'm going to take my extremely sore throat away with me now. And I hope you have a fantastic week. And I will catch you again here, same time next week. Bye for now. I hope you enjoyed this episode and that getting our heads together this week has filled your mind with what's possible. If you love the show, would you do me a massive favour, please? Would you leave a 5-star rating on Apple Podcasts? It would really help me put more heads together, reach more ears and expand more minds. Until next week, bye for now.